and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here we go.
11 Thomas.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Still first down. Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Ready? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game, was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Winston now from the 50. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Again, it's Winston. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
11, empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11, Tommy.
Now it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in at the 3. So here are the Browns to take over. Try to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 24, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action. Winston. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down throw for Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
On play action, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Burrows throw caught by Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he hands it over the middle. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
On 1, ready?
Burrow will throw. Here's Higgins out of the right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1, ready?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this thing. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
Here we go.
It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To the air again, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep the ground. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
Winston sneaking it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Hey, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 24-14. A minute 13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
1-1, ready?
To throw, Burrow. Connected with Mixon. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Throwing, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunate for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A final shot now for Burrow. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week.